Folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated? Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Good morning. How are you doing? Hey. How are we doing? We're good? That's good. Alrighty. Hey, Marin. How are you? Cool. It's FOMC day today, so crazy stuff happens. What's going on over here? Yep. Cool. Alrighty. So what we can see that there has been a trade already. Has been a trade. I'll go. We'll do this quickly, and then we'll talk about it. So we've got the French bank holiday, so I'm expecting a little bit less volatility to come at this open. Plus, we've got the FOMC later on today, and usually trading conditions are pretty bad when we've got FOMC in terms of like usual volume. So I'm not surprised that there was a volume kick about an hour ago, which has kind of been similar this whole week. I'm thinking there's a little bit more of a disconnect between the Tokyo close pre-London, so we're getting a little bit of a burst early, rather than sort of being like Tokyo closing, German opening more or less at the same time. Now there's that actual distinct hour difference. So we are seeing there has been a little change in conditions. Nothing drastic, just there has been a little change, and that's that early volume push for this week. I'm sure it will settle down or fall into a more normal pattern. Hey George, Marion, how are you? So we be careful because we do the French holiday. We do have a lot of news today. So I don't expect there to be. I expect it to be thinner conditions. So thin conditions can still mean really good movement. Because it takes less volume to move in a thinner market. But then there also might be a bit of a hesitancy for big boys to really commit to a direction, so we can get a little bit of chop or subdued moves. I'm actually thinking power might come out a bit more hawkish than we're really expecting. So I wouldn't be. They're going to hold. I'm pretty certain that they're not going to be raising rates, but it's all about the press conference, all about the statement that they make. Hey, Glenn. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Jim. So I'm pretty sure that in the FOMC statement, or the conference rather, what they're going to say is probably the exact same that he said last two meetings, leaving the door open for future rate hikes. But I think he might actually lean into the hawkish side just a little bit more, maybe a couple of words here and there, a bit different. But I don't want to try to predict the news too much, and I don't want to let it affect the London Open. We're still going to go for the same sort of move, judging how this 30-minute candle is going to close, etc., like that, blah, blah, blah. We've got PMI, we've got jobs opening. Okay, I don't think that's going to really affect. This is coming out after NYSE. Just note the time change, that this is in London time, and because London changed their clocks on the weekend just gone, New York will change their clocks next weekend. So there is only a 4-hour London Open before the American session comes online. Hey, Rob. All right, where's that audio coming from? There it is. Hey, Dave. How are you, mate? Okay, let's hope that's a good hour. All right, so then financial juice, having a look at that. We a little bit of backlash coming from this this latest Israel strike. That one might get a few things moving in Iran and Turkey, but we'll see. See if what headlines come. At the moment, it's too early for the media. Japan are threatening, after doing nothing, and then really just their currency hitting multi-decade lows. Now, maybe they have backtracked, reverse the truck. So we may not confirm intervention even after intervening. This guy Kanda, I've seen reports where he says, we will not intervene in the market. And 15 minutes later, we have intervened in the market. So don't trust this guy. This guy you can't trust a word he says. Other than that, it's just a normal FOMC day. So let's have a look at the chart. Where was the move? The move was, I haven't touched a thing. I actually have touched a thing. I've put in a new idea above here, but all of this is exact same from yesterday. So the move already this morning was we accurately predicted that this area right here, you're going to get a lovely reaction. That was in the trade breakdown, if you want to go check that out. The London Open move initially for yesterday was just this little 30 pip push. Hopefully, we're hoping to get more to retest these lows, but it came back. Didn't take any of the buys, waited for the high quality zone, which was this line here. This line, if we go over to the left, we know what that is now. That's the 30-minute candle. Let's just enlarge this up a bit. That's this 30-minute imbalance candle right here. So that was coinciding with New York COMEX open, Commodity Exchange open. We get a little bit of volume push, not always on indices, not really reflected in indices, but when you've got a Euro session that was really bullish, London session, they've finally made 100 pips, so got to the range. Then New York often will test the high, break the high, but won't buy the high. So that will be a little buy to sell and then a sell to buy. So there was a nice 50 pip move right off that level. Beautiful. Then the area on question was this zone, this blue zone. Just people that didn't watch yesterday, that zone was taken on the weekly. It was the distance between all of these little wicks, weekly and daily. Look at these wick rejections. All these wick rejections inside of this area. So really nice sensitive zone. You can see a little bit even more detail if we go to the daily. Okay, if we go to the daily, we can see even more rejections. Okay, wick here, wick here, wick here, wick here, wick here. Couple of little closing prices inside of it. Little stall in price here, like wicks up, rejects, closes inside of a wick down. That's like that 3 candle rule where you got like three wicks in the same area. Okay, and then we've got more wicks and more activity. So really lovely area to be looking for things, looking for trade opportunities. Now, once we broke above these wicks, we had clean candles to the left. So clean candles nice and easily seen on the 1 hour. That once we can break above it, we've just got one little wick to fill. Taking the second break above that zone, you can get a fairly easy push straight up to that green area. Only problem was that it happened really early. So even I wasn't able to catch a lot of that. I did get to the charts about 40 minutes ago. So I was able to take it on when price, we were breaking above here. And then as we came down, I managed to get into the trade about this candle, which is lining up with when I was getting to the charts. About 6:45. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, and then price pushed up. Don't hold all the way, to the zone. That's only 1.5 pips away. Just, make sure that, these early moves, you got to take partials or full profit. Don't expect like miracles to happen in any entries that are here. Hey, live in Pakistan. Hey, Zia. Any live trade setup going on? There was a trade earlier, right? So that was the setup. And now we know this time. Anyone that's been watching for a while, this is the candle we want to focus on. This current candle, this live candle, we want to focus on what this guy's going to do. It's going to be our most important little bit of information for the first 20 minutes of London. Alrighty. So what are we looking like? We've got a little bit of an imbalance. We've got a little bit of an 5-minute imbalance down here that we need to take. Looks like we're going to come down to it again. Damn it. I was really hoping that it could like close somewhere up here so that we've got a 5-minute imbalance. We've got a 10-minute imbalance. This is pre-Frankfurt Open. Okay. And then we've got, I like this zone. I do have my eye set on this area because it was like in the Asian session, the 50% of Asian, holding as a little resistance. Then we broke above, then we came down, finally broke above it, holding that support, little double bottom, little liquidity candle at this point. So we've got structure, we've got double bottom, and we've got Asian 50%. So there's a lovely little bit of liquidity sitting over here. Then we've got the 45-minute and 1 hour Asian low, which was a doji low in itself. So we can come back and sweep this whole area if we really want to. This candle here, H1, 45-minute. This is the one right there. So maybe we can take this out because we kind of did the easy move already, which is a bit crappy. The other idea I've got is if we can, I drew this right at the start as well, that if we were getting a really strong 30-minute candle from London, this is a pretty difficult area to tackle buying into this zone. And I really don't want to be buying. I don't want to be entering buys in this area. But once we can clear these wicks, I think it will be a little bit bumpy above here, but it might break, little break, thinking that you're in clear traffic then we might get quite a significant pullback. But then if we can push up and start getting into this clear zone, you've got an easy range to fill. So that I'm really looking for this to be like a little buy zone here, or this a buy zone up here. If we can get above this area, but that's a pretty tall ask because that's going to be like 80 pips away already. So hopefully we can get a trade like somewhere low to push that direction, or up here into this area, price action, to look for it to come down and sweep all this liquidity that was left behind. That move down is easier if we don't come down now and take some of this liquidity and making that move down more efficient. What else? What else? Oh, this black box. Though this is not month. We do have a monthly close now that we can add. I haven't added that yet, but this black box, this is where I'm thinking this whole idea for, and that was based on structure. Okay, so let me show you that. On the 1 hour, you've got a support, you've got a resistance. Price finally broke through it, retested it twice. So if it's retesting the third time, and if all we need is a candle, even on like the 5 minutes or 15 minutes, closing inside of this structure, to then say, it's almost mandatory that we go to the top of that structure. If we get a candle closed inside of here, after testing it twice already. So a bunch of ideas. The only area that I say is really difficult to trade is if this pre-London candle closes too low, because I don't want to take sells into support, and I don't want to take, or if we push really high up here, I don't want to take buys into resistance. So they're the only two scenarios that I'm going to say, you know what, I'll just wait for these better ideas to play out, better zones to be hit. Hi mate, what pairs are they? This is German 40. You see it right here in the center of the screen. Cool. What do you guys think, huh? You guys, I've got some ideas as well on UK 100 and US CAD, but I'll talk to my guys after the stream. So we'll go to 9 o'clock for the YouTube trading nut, guys. We'll just try and get a trade and then we'll call it. Alrighty. So pretty healthy pullback, you know, like just look at the that's 2 minute. Look at the 3 minute. 2 minutes the same. But look at this structure. Isn't that just nice? Like this beautiful trending structure, price pushing up, coming back. Not quite the 50%, price pushing up, nice deep pullback, creating that support, breaking back above, retesting the highs for this is New York session, Asian session, you know, part of the bigger pullback. Okay. On like say maybe the 30 minute, 1 hour. Then we got the move, the healthy cycle starting to come up again. Price pushed up, came down, form structure, price pushed up, came down, form structure, price pushed up, second structure pullback right now. So you got the first little support, you got the second support. Second structure is nice, is a nice area. But because we've got London Open coming in 10 minutes, it's safer to wait for this 30-minute candle to close. There are lots of levels. We need to evaluate one by one and trade level by level, 100%. 100%. Yeah, that's it, Maron. That's it. We just need to find the, like, time, regardless of time, this closing up into this clean traffic here, this was the move. That was the move. So that was the move I was waiting for. So I wonder if we can generate liquidity here. If we look at, like, say 30 minutes, we've created a, you know, this is, you got a support and you've got the resistance forming. If this candle can close like this, then I'd love it to like manipulate these imbalances with London. And then if we can start pushing back up again, if I'm good enough, I'll try to get the very low of the wick. If I can't quite get that, anticipation entry, I'll just have to go for a confirmation entry. And if we're pushing back above here, then I would say there's a huge chance we're going bullish. But what I'd have to anticipate, if this 30-minute closing bearish, there's going to be some push from London Open to the downside. Don't try to get caught up trying to buy the low of a falling knife with London volume without strong confirmation, because I can imagine, this is what I'm hoping, that we get something like this, where this candle closes bearish, which will be this one here, and that we do get a nice push down. I don't really want to take the sells here. Not like, maybe if it was a little bit higher, I could take the sells, because then it would give me, you know, even to pre-frank, maybe 20 pips. I'd like to see that. I would anticipate either, if the volume's heavy and there's a lot of whipsaw, this is just going to create a long bottom wick, and then we go bullish like yesterday. And hopefully we can get the buy, say somewhere in here or somewhere in here of this wick, anticipating this candle go bullish. It's just I don't really like countering this candle too much. But then the sells is, you know, I've just got to be honest with myself that there's not a whole lot of range to the downside that I feel comfortable selling into. But if this candle can close bearish, and then the first candle can wick up and retest this neckline and then hesitate and start to come down, maybe I can get into the trade somewhere here, hopefully to push down to this pre-Frank or Asian 50. At least that way it's opening up my range that I can get. French and Italian bank holidays, yeah, there should be less volume with the French market. Italian, not so much, but the French market should decrease volume a little bit. Yeah, anyway. Them the ideas. Anyone got anything different or otherwise? Let's go to all chart view. Was that, mate? Oh, yeah. I'll have a look. This is the wick area, potentially. 5-minute imbalance that just formed. So maybe if this 30-minute candle down the bottom left over here, maybe it can use that imbalance candle, push down, maybe do something like, don't know how this 30-minute candle will close, but hopefully the high and low of this next 30-minute candle is here. The high and low reaches at least here and at least here. Then that's giving you a 35 pip candle. Hopefully it can push down all the way to here and be a 50 pip move. That'd be delicious. So 4.5 minutes, pretty good chance now that this 30-minute candle is going to close bearish. What's even better is if we close underneath this wick. If we close above this wick, I'm going to say this is a rejection wick, and I have to be super, super careful selling. Is everyone giving a like on the stream? That'll really help. That adds to our luck. Thanks, guys. German channel. So you've got you took the sell just then. Okay. Alrighty. So to the second structure. Lots of little, like you can see the imbalance on the 1 minute quite clearly. Or no, not the imbalance rather. I'm going to change that word. You can, in this scenario, you can see where the selling came in to try to push price back down. No top wick, no top wick, no top wick, very small top wick. So this was their sell. Are they doing a sell to buy? That's the question. So I think if they're doing a sell to buy, then price should close above this little doji low, because we can always take out the doji high then. Hopefully we can close underneath this doji. You can't sell the low. You can't sell breaking that low. You can't take breakout sells in this case without some pullback. If you're trying to take that sell breakout on the very first break, look, anything can happen. It could work out, but to me that's pretty risky in terms of copping that whipsaw back up to these no wicks. Down over here, yeah. With a pullback, that'd be excellent. Pullback first. Yeah. Wait for let it. I could imagine that the sells, if it is breaking down into that area, then because there is clean traffic along here, it will probably have to generate liquidity to push back up first. rather than just doing a single sweep. So I think buyers, it might push up, think you're in a good position, come back to entry, push up, maybe sweep, and then push up. Something like that. All right. So guns loaded, huh? Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, 1 more minute. Another trash day in England. Yep, everything's the norm right now. All right, greetings from Munich. Hey, Hunter. 30 minutes looking like it's going to close very nicely. So pull back to the imbalance, to structure, start creating the top, start drifting down, and then we start heading downtown for a short move. Secure with these ones. First trades in the first 20 minutes. Make sure you take some profit. Don't let anything more than 1-to-1 become a losing trade. Oh, hey Tom, you got it. Just made it, mate. There you go. Take out this imbalance. Come on, a little push higher. There is another imbalance under here, though, that I've just spotted. Picking up liquidity, and remember, like the imbalance, take the previous closing price if there's a little gap. Yeah. Okay. I might be missing this trade. I don't want to take that first break. Yeah, I spotted it too late, that imbalance with the closing price. I had my eyes on a little bit higher for it to push up before dropping, so that was my mistake. Hopefully it can give me another test to get in, because we've taken out this 5-minute imbalance. So now if we can just push up, hopefully, and then form a resistance to retest this low, and then break it, then go lower, or is it going to just be a quick, clean drop? Yeah, bugger. I'll add this. This is the 3-minute imbalance, previous candle close. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, bugger. This 5-minute, no wick. And then right then when it was testing it, no bottom wick, but use the previous candle close price. This is your little manipulation zone. You had to be super quick fingered, or like for me to, I'm not going to, as soon as if I see something that I saw late, I'm not going to react too quickly on it. But that was a beautiful move. Beautiful move following the 30-minute candle, wick up to improve your risk reward, and bounce off a logical lower time frame area, because you can't see these on the higher time frames, and then just continue that 30-minute direction back down. Plenty of liquidity left behind, plenty of clean candles here as well. Really nice. Despite me missing that sell, I just love to see that. Who did take that sell? Ivan, you got it as well? Sarah's in. Nice one. Very good, guys. Very good. Oh, from top. Holy, nice to me. Peter, you missed it. It was, yeah, that was probably my mistake. Just not spotting that little zone just in time. Yeah, this is a smart place to like take some profit. 40 pips. It's 40 pips. You made 40 pips in less than. Oh wait, you make sure you hold it over 3 minutes. Otherwise, it don't count. It's apparently the rules. You didn't get my TNCs. I'll pass them on. Yeah. It'll order block. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I hope for these longs that it's not going to be this V shape. I want to see a proper liquidity entry. Remember, guys, the 4 types of entering. I want to see. I'm probably going to enter on a confirmation as well, not even anticipation. But I want to see this candle form like this. I want to see a little move away. I want to see price form like a doji or something. I want to see price break that doji low, retesting this this wick area if this candle closes bullish, and then I want to see it respect the low. And I want to see it start to flip bullish again, and then I can execute on that for price to start pushing north again. But the first dominant fall, this one, I prefer to take this on the 3 minute. I want this. It's got 20 seconds left. This one has to close bullish, or has to close at least above this wick. Three, 2, 1. Okay. Little gap up. Nothing can. If anything breaks this low, then this idea is already cancelled. So just want something to move, show that there's buyers stepping in a little bit. So I'm price to push up a little bit. On my terminal, the MetaTrader terminal, this is no bottom wick. And I think we actually touched it. Yeah, we touched it to the pip. Even though it's still Pepperstone as well, the same feed. Oh no, it's ACAP on this one. That's right. It's the proper count. That's why there's difference. So Pepperstone has been a miss so far. 8 cap. This is no bottom wick, and that's a perfect touch. Hey Beata, how are you? Okay, anything breaking that low, it's not. We've got to wait for the whole thing to start again. If we can respect the low, and we can see buyers starting to push in, then we can see that we've got the first sign of buyers stepping in. Then what we need to wait for is the retest. Then once we've got the retest, we need to see the retest holding to then start pushing back up. Maybe we can take out this 5 minute imbalance. So got a little bit of weight involved now for this one. I'll happily just let this one. No, I won't be happily, but I'll let this one. If it just leaves like that, I won't enter on that one. It's just not my style to enter on these V shapes. But they've been happening a lot, so probably a pretty good chance that it is going to go without me. Oh, Joe, you got it as well. Awesome, mate. Well, you guys are done for the day, technically. Technically, I'm done for the day as well. This little pre-London one. All right. Well, we got the close we wanted. Little doji. Beautiful. Another little gap up. Now, I'd prefer it to break the low before the high, but if it breaks the high before the low, it's no, like already did it, so it's no big deal, I guess. The setup. That one's lower than this one, so that's not the rejection candle for me. If that was the rejection candle, then it did do it. That one's fine. That one's fine. It's just the first candle. What about that 2 minute? Still might come back. Oh, actually, you're in it. Yeah, I don't want to take the 1 minute confirmation. I was looking for 3 minute minimum. Yeah. Sorry, mate. That one. Yeah. It's on the 30 minute. Looks even better. That whole area, little order block. Nice one, actually. You weren't here yesterday, mate. How did you go on gold yesterday? Oh yeah. Yeah, on the basically did the opposite of Monday. No, wait, Friday. Mm-hmm. Looking for this to do the retest still to get back up. Oh, I'm not going to enter on anticipation because I have been burnt with that one. So I'd rather take out that low, but not take out this low. This low has to hold. This low has to be tested. Or if this one's about to close, we only need to retest. We just need to retest the wick area. So if we can retest that, I would prefer to take the flip. So my buy area would be roughly about this point. Then we've got about 40 odd pips. I think if we're pushing back up that way, I don't think this is going to hold then. I think we can retest the high and probably this green section. So that would be exactly 50 pips. That'd be very good. So hopefully it just comes down. Not the moon yet. All right, I might just, if it's not coming down, I'm going to have to plan a late entry. Late entry would be if I think that there's not going to be any retest and then price pushes up, then I'm expecting it just to be a little shallow retest before continuing. So I don't want to take it as it's keep on printing new highs. But once it has broken something that I think would be suitable, then I'll probably only look for the shallow retest and then the same thing as it's looking to break there, then probably go up further. This late entry, unfortunately, the risk reward sucks. But looking for like 20 pips. Peter, you're in this long? Nice one, mate. Oh, where did you get in, Peter? Because you missed the you missed the sell. You're in the long. Gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. Ping pong, huh? Very good. Yeah. Got an 852. Nice. Yeah, I hate it when it does give me that little pullback because I most of the time I stay true to my strategy. And it doesn't give me the price set up, but it didn't give me my entry. Ah, bugger. Now it's going to take that 5 minute balance. Oh, time, you go in there. That was nice one, mate. Very good. I hope so. Because we're taking them balance now. So hopefully now the 15 minute, the 30 minute is going to close with a mega one. Hopefully the 15 minute does that little shallow pullback and then drives higher. So 10, 9, 8 seconds. This is a sell to buy. All right. Going to the wick fill straight away. Come on, give me a bottom wick. Yeah, stop losses at break even. Nice beta. Give me the bottom wick. Come on. Can push back to 70, 14,871. I think I'll give it a shot. All right. Just want to see this lower wick start to slow down. Actually, I'm going to enter on that now and then see if we can retest this high, which will be looking for this green zone, like the figure. So come on, just slow down a little bit. If we can start to leave that wick, it'd be very nice. Good one. Now let's flip bullish. Okay. Risk reward is not very good where I've entered. Entered about here. 63. Targeting something like that. A little bit below. Actually, if we can push up into this zone, maybe we can pull a double fake out. What I don't want to see is this closing too bearish, because then I think that if we're getting close to this 30-minute candle closing, then we can do the wick fill to the downside. So I will manage my risk on this one. Hey mate. Oh, it's on the phone. Yeah. I took it as it was coming back down. Anticipating this would be like a bit of a shallow pullback. But I hope I just didn't get caught up in this whole mess. So maybe I should have waited for it to do the proper retest. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I was hoping that I was did an anticipation for a shallow pullback. The way that this candle was closing, I think it lured me in. And now we drive higher. Bloody hell. Okay. This is the last roll here. I won't let it stop me out fully. It has to turn around right now. Otherwise, this candle lured me in. Yeah. I'm gonna close this one out, guys. We're gonna tighten it up. No, I don't like it. That bloody candle lured me in. I got in too early for that one. I was expecting this 30-minute candle to keep on flipping up, but it came back and it bloody took the liquidity from this 5-minute imbalance, and it was too strong pullback. So I apologize about that. Yeah, should have stuck to my plan. Oh well. Okay, so let's see if we can try to make that back. But I think now it's going to drive lower, and I can't take another trade now. Not for a little bit. Need to watch this. Comes back to 793, all the way down here. Jeez. Hope not. Second structure on the 30-minute. Oh, I see what you're talking. Yeah. Just trying to suss out this movement. The 15 minutes actually quite a nice little zone for this euro low, and we got the little doji from the previous 15-minute. So if we can actually start pushing up now, just had a little bit of early month whipsaw. This 5-minute can close bullish, and then we get that push away. Then I'll look for this move to still play out, thinking that I just got faked out on this initial one. Mm-hmm. 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 Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same as the 15-minute. So it's the 15 minutes a better clue. And we're retesting the low of this doji low. So I'm watching very carefully to see how this one's going to. If we're breaking this low, I'm not looking for buys for quite a while. But if we can respect this low, this is actually looking like a nice little. You can get like it's a high risk reward setup if it works out. Stop loss is just underneath here. But it looks like there's a lot of momentum. You want to take the M3 imbalance, not break the 15-minute. Yeah, exactly. So what I'm looking for is this the hold? And I don't want to take buys under here, but if we can start to break up above here again, then I'll look for this move to play out. So I just need this to hold. We left another little bit of imbalance, but we can come back and retest the close price of the previous candle. But if we can form that little support and start breaking some of these, we need to break these wick highs for any chance for that buying momentum to come back in. If we're breaking these lows, then there's got too much to wait for. At 836 buy limit. Oh, not for me. If you want to take a anticipation, that would be like that's just too risky for me given the pressure from London coming down. I think you're just going to get stopped out easily. I think you're better off just wait until it's moving up, making higher lows again, breaking these resistances, because see how we broke that low now. So there's no sales here. Let it start forming supports and breaking resistances. Don't try catch a falling knife here. You're in shorts and pound US. I haven't even looked at pound US, so I've got no thoughts on it. Yeah, sell extension. Yeah, so it looks like it's coming for the Asian low now. Makes sense. We haven't taken the Asian low once. Oops, don't move that. This week, Asian low pushed up. Asian low pushed up. London fix at 14,808. Hey, that's London fix, is it? Catch it, Dave. Yeah, when price is falling like this London volume, you don't want to try catch it. Just wait until you're on this side of the triangle, and then when you've got the right clues that the knife has hit the ground, is when it's going to bounce, retest, and that retest should hold. Not double bottom, but it should retest the low and hold, and then start breaking resistances. Then you can say you've got a good chance that you're on this side of the triangle and not trying to catch this falling knife. So we'll take an Asian low now. So let's see if we can get this now. Oh, you're in the sales, Eddie. Nice one. Yeah, that sell would have been the best one for me to follow that candle. Bloody hell. Oh well, price action was beautiful. It was right there. It was absolutely right there. That was me not being good enough today. Yeah, then I got FOMO because everyone was in the trade. So I was like, I don't want to miss out either. Need to trust the pre-London information as opposed to what London throws at you in the first 15 minutes. That first 15 minutes London throws at you is usually the manipulation. Now the sellers are in. Yeah, there's your London high right here. So it'll be interesting if this holds. Now they've taken the Asian low. I want to see this 5-minute hold. 30 minutes just come to a close though. So if we can close back above here, that would be absolutely beautiful. Okay, retesting this little candle here. What pairs? This is German 40, Dan. Yeah, session trading is amazing. Sell limit on what caused that higher time frame breaker structure downside. I'm not really looking for the sells. I really don't want to sell into this zone. That's the thing that I was pointing out at the start. Like trading inside this blue zone to me is pretty dangerous. I don't want to flip my bias either. It's just I wasn't looking. Once we broke it, just because I'm not looking for buys immediately, doesn't mean I'm looking for sells. What I want to do is just wait for price action to develop it further. By taking that Asian low, lovely reaction. So can we? Oh, I should go to all chart view, not to lose perspective here. Are we going to get stuck in this blue zone again? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some would say that's a breaker block. I'm watching to see if it starts breaking resistances and then creating these supports. At the moment, we're just going down. I see clues of it starting to go up. Okay, 5 minute came to a close. Close nice. Done the wick fill. Can we just get a little bit more of a push away from this zone? All right. So what I like the push. I'm still not convinced about this resistance just yet. We're getting close to the reversal time, 8:45. Yeah, so I'm hoping this gonna pull back and then start to push up again from here. I really like this zone. Let's check the news just real quick. See if there's anything that's come up. What was that, Rob? I had an idea for UK 100. I wonder if that pushed down into that zone. This is my buy limit area, 7296. We'll talk about that one later. Yeah, it's looking promising. We broke that. We broke this little resistance here now. So I'm hoping I can get this. So what I want something to do is come back, but I want to see a pullback, and I want to see price stalling in this zone, hesitating, creating dojis, throwing wicks, rejecting wicks, and then starting to break highs again. Then I'll look for the upside, and then say this London came back, swept the Asian low, and then pushed bullish. I'm gonna grab coffee so I can just give it a little bit more time for it to play out, and hopefully we get that 845 reversal. Looking forward to have enough on the account to leave runners. Oh, you're doing micros, is it? This because you started that concept trading, is it? Oh wait, I can't talk about. Yeah, I won't talk about. That's you're on the small account, isn't it? It's the level 1 rather. Was that 0.01? You got it before it can start allowing hires. Yeah. So after that boo-boo that I made on the prop account, I've dialed the risk back. Just doing small ones to get some buffer before I can go hard. I'm gonna get a coffee. Hopefully this can come back in that time. So I'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. So if this is the start of the move back up after the objective was taken of the Asian low, maybe this is going to be the shallow pullback now. So we might not get, it might not come back all the way to here. So late entry in this case could be looking for lower time frame. We're already pretty low time frame rejections here, but more or less it's going to be if we can get something closing back above here to then continue back up. And hopefully we get that close back up after having done a little pullback. So that's the idea now. The question is can we get a deep pullback? Or if it's going to be a shallow pullback, then my buy zone, I don't really want to take the buys underneath price because the structure is still more or less to the downside. But we've already broken these highs. We haven't closed, but if we can close above here, then with a little wick breaking the high, then that would be a candidate for a late entry. Clean candles to the left, at least 30 pips to the top of the London high, nearly 50 pips to the Euro high. So this would be the safer play, waiting for this, and I will wait for this. If we can get something respecting these lows and giving a retest of this candle body and then starting to break back up again, then this would be a high risk reward because it's lower risk, but yeah, better RR to go back up here. But we've got problems along the way with it doing this. This 5-minute candle opening of no top wick, that's a good sign though. That price will at least revisit this candle. But no limit orders. Dan, if you took that sell limit on what caused the higher time frame break, that would have given you a good 20, 30 pips. Depends on your bias. But the structure is actually really, really nice. Like there's been some clean moves. The initial sell, that was beautiful. The initial reaction from here was really nice. Where I got in was shite. But taking from Asian low, pretty nice. Taking sell limit from what caused the like Asian session break, is giving you some good pips. Like there's been some nice trades, nice entries. The beforehand, this one here was even like I love that move up. So like if you look at the charts objectively and never get so invested in the result that it gives those really negative emotions, then you can really see like the beauty in the price action and the opportunity that there was, rather than being like, oh, I took a loss, now I've got to get that back and I've got to, you start getting to that emotional roller coaster. But the entries are here. Got to stay calm. So retesting that 15-minute. So we did do the retest. Because I took a loss I'm square again. I'm square again for the day. So I've just gone back to being conservative for the entry. So I don't want to end up a negative day. I don't want to have 1 win, 2 losses. So I want to make sure that this gives me a lot of confirmation. So I'm not taking me personally, I'm not taking the anticipation entry. If you want to take the anticipation entry, if it's not proper count, I'm more aggressive. On proper count, bloody go into a shell. What happens when you lose money on prop firms? Oh, nothing. You lose your little deposit. It's more the challenge, It's if you make because if you make money, you make money. If you lose money, even if it's a demo account, if you lose money and you lose, it's money that is potential. So I'll say Al. Yeah, my personal account, I don't care. I couldn't care less because I don't keep a whole lot in my personal account, so I will risk, a bit more on it because I'm quite happy that I'll do regular withdrawals and just keep it really low. Surely props are no brand, isn't? No, the conditions the conditions aren't good aren't as good on a prop account as your own personal account. So the prop account challenge doing here with Trading Nut is it's a 25K US account, but it's not like you can trade that 25K. You can only risk 4% of it. So if I take say I'm only risking, I'm using fixed lots, but the trades work out to be 0.2% just because I did a mistake last week where I opened up a 4% risk trade and then blew the account straight away because with the copy trader, it was a winning trade as well. It was a great trade on my personal account, but the copy trader, I just made a mistake, and then the difference in the prop account and my personal account, the lot size are the difference. So I executed 10 times the lot size for the prop account. Didn't like it. So but the personal account was just a normal trade. But the prop account, because of the way they calculate lots, it was 10 times too big. So I'm surprised it got in within the margin because the margin's their leverage is pretty low. It must have just snuck it in, but it was an instant violation. Even though I never hit max drawdown, it was just that 4% limit for the day, and it just because it went so crazy, man. Anyway, I was only watching my personal account because I was having connection issues, latency. The broker was freezing, so I thought I'd manage this from a personal, and that learned pretty quickly. Don't do that, especially distracted with a kid, like a baby crying and stuff. So I wouldn't have had that problem if it was my personal account because I just opened up a 4% risk trade by mistake, which was a good trade. Everything actually won, but because it was a prop account, there was a violation. So you lose that account straight away. So I think prop firms, they're a good way to get ahead if you can trade reliably and manage your risk. But you don't get as good latency. You don't get the slippage is a real issue. Take your money from the prop accounts and fund your personal account as soon as you can. All right, so we've got the little retest. We've got the little resistance. We're continuously making these lower highs in closing prices, but we've got a higher low potential. So if we can start to break some of these highs, then it looks like we're good for the way up again. We got 6 minutes for the stream though left. And Paulo, you're looking at 14808, huh? The London fix. Right here, this candle. This candle gave you the London fix. Can this be a rejection week again? Our candle's not closing very nice, but we have swept a lot of this liquidity. Indeed, it is too, Tom. Yeah, watching that. Be nice if these candles, these 3 candles here, are forming. If this one can close bullish, then these are rejection wicks. Add an area of liquidity underneath this Asian low. But because there's so much pressure to the downside, it's taking its time for the sellers, the buyers to change over. Okay, so it did close. Let's see what this next one can do. All right, so I guess for YouTube guys, I'm gonna just get into the end now. We're at 9 o'clock. What I'm looking for a safe trade, I'm waiting for this area to be closed above. Once that's happening, any wick down, breaking the high again, I'm looking for it to then start pushing up clean candles. Hopefully we can take out the London high, take out this Euro high, and then push up into this green zone. I don't think we're going to trend too much to the downside. Well, we could, but I think with FOMC, I think more or less we'll stay contained within a range. And I think this is more or less going to just be a fake out. But I don't want to, like, ideally we'd be buying as close to the support as possible. But I think in terms of like a range, I think this is a safe area. Just wait for something to close above here. Set an alert at that point, and just wait for something to close. I think you don't want to get caught trying to like buy lows, sell highs, that kind of thing, when we've got very, very heavy news day for tonight. Cool. All right, guys. Well, YouTube guys, I will see you guys. There's no stream tomorrow, but I'll see you guys on Friday for the YouTube ones. Alrighty. So take care. Zoom people, stay on. We're continuing. We'll watch this. Okay. All right. See you guys. See you, Jeffrey. Cool. See you, Beata.